Welcome back, everyone. And today we're going to do some coin roll hunting. Uh, I picked this stuff up actually quite a few days ago now. I've been very sick, uh, like real bad for about a week now. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Um, you might be able to notice I'm pretty out of breath. And I really haven't done anything today. It's just that I've wore out from being sick. So I've got 11 rolls of pennies here. Now, it's hard to get pennies in Canada. So anyone from out of Canada, we don't have a penny anymore. 2012 was our last year. And uh, banks are not supposed to actually give us the pennies. But I ask anyways. And if you get the right person at the bank, they will give them to you. And some banks won't at all. But then there's some banks that, well, I find don't ask any if you're looking to do any of this, don't ask one of the younger, if you're in the lineup waiting to see a teller, try and make it work that you get one of the older, the older tellers or whatever, because they don't really care. Or they care a lot less than these young, the young ones are trying to make a name for themselves, or I don't know what they're doing, but they won't even attempt to give it to you, right? Because they're told they're not allowed to, and they follow the rules. So I did happen to get 11 rolls of pennies. I got 10 rolls of nickels. No, 11 rolls of nickels. I got 8 rolls of dimes. And I got one box of 100 nickels here. So I've already looked inside this box, and I don't even know why I'm wearing these gloves right now. I was just touching some other stuff. So I already looked in this box, and I'm going to tell you something. See that? That's usually a bad sign. So these ones mean, first of all, one bad thing is about I can't reuse these rolls once I open them, right? I'm pretty much they're going to be thrown out, and I have to put them all in new rolls. I usually try and put them all back in the same roll I took them out, just to save money. The reason why a lot of these are bad is these ones are not so bad. Always definitely go through these if you see them. If you see them in the clear plastic, with the ends that are open, those are mint rolls, and they're all exactly the same usually, and you're not going to find anything good in that. It's going to be all brand new. Well, you might, but it's not worth it. Grab a roll, keep it, put it away for future whatever, and never look at it again for another 30 years type thing, and send the rest back to the bank. I wouldn't even open them. These are good. These are actually from like a Brinks or any other kind of coin sorting place, or any of those. Yeah, like a probably a Western Union or something, or any of the big security banking people, right? So these are probably even like casinos, maybe. I doubt really casinos, because they're 5 cents. So I was looking at them like, they're probably all going to be pretty new. So I was looking at all the enders, and an ender is, if you don't know, is you just check out both ends and see if you have anything good without even opening the roll. And you know what? I found, what is it here? I found 5 rolls. So this is why I know we should be opening these. I found this one. Has a 1979 in it. So we know that's got at least one scrap silver. So if there's one there, there's probably a few in each of these rolls. And then this one here has a 1990. And you know what? We look for 1990s, right? It's because it could have the bear belly. I checked this one out. It doesn't have the bear belly, but hey, it would have been pretty cool if it did. And then we found this other one with a nice ender, 1965. So we know that's a good one. And then we know this one's a good one because it has Queen Elizabeth's effigy, but it's her first effigy, right? Her first effigy she had. So we know it has to be 1964 or older, which makes it 100% nickel. And this one here, we got a 1964. So I'm going to probably start with these loose rolls here, right? Probably going to start with these loose rolls. And we're going to do it like always. If I find anything cool or anything neat or anything valuable or any kind of error, I will bring you back in, okay? And if not, we'll meet up when I'm done these rolls before I start these ones, okay? So, I don't know what roll we're on here. I got nothing in a dime so far. I do have quite a few American pennies so far, and a lot of scrap pennies. That's 79 and prior. I got one Wheatie, and we'll talk more about that at the end. And I got a few 2006s I want to go through and check, but I'll check them with you at the end because I want to talk about them. And I found a couple 85s and a 65. I want to talk about those as well because there's errors there that you need to look for, and I'll tell you about them. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls into the pennies. I think we have 11 rolls, and I just got my first good hit. It's not even really that good, but it's the oldest coin so far, and it's I'll zoom in on it there for you. So it's this one right here. It's 1941. So just wanted to show you that. It's the oldest one today so far. All right. And remember, we're going to come back at the end. We got lots to talk about on errors and stuff and pennies. So I'll bring you back in if I find anything else. So, reason why I'm bringing you in now is we finished the pennies. And I wanted to bring you a little bit closer up on these ones. These are 8 2006s. And you always want to be checking your 2006s. I hope you do. And if you don't, please start, because some of them can be worth some pretty good money. So there's actually 6 different varieties of 2006. And I think if you have a collection, I know if I do, I would want one of each. But there's 2 that are worth more than the rest, and there's one that's worth even more. And we're going to go through that with you. So, and these are pretty common to find too. It's if you can get pennies, that is, or if you have some laying around. So what we're going to be looking for in 2006 is there's a 2006 non-magnetic, a 2006 magnetic. There's a 2006P non-magnetic. There's a 2006P magnetic. There's a 2006 RCM logo magnetic, and a 2006 RCM logo non-magnetic. So obviously the ones 2006 with a P, they're pretty easy to figure out because they just have a P under the effigy, right? Queen Elizabeth. The ones with 2006 RCM logo, they're pretty easy to figure out because they are the ones with the RCM logo under Queen Elizabeth's effigy. And the 2006, just plain 2006, no P, no RCM logo. It's easy too because there's no P or RCM logo under the Queen Elizabeth effigy. Now, the two that you really want to worry about is your 2006 plain magnetic. Not P, just regular old 2006 magnetic. And you want to check for your second one you want to look for is your 2006 P non-magnetic. So 2006 magnetic, 2006 P non-magnetic. So a 2006 magnetic in very fine 20 condition would be about $15. Pretty good for a penny, right? And very fine 20 is very easy to get in 2006 because 2006 isn't that old. There's a good chance they're in pretty good shape. You'd probably even get it better than that, maybe. Now, a 2006 P non-magnetic, that's the one you really want because it's worth about $40 in the same grade. Pretty good for a penny. Now, if you find any with RCM logos, you pretty much can just toss them because they are worth a penny. Maybe 2 cents or 3 cents, but that's it. Neither one of those are really worth anything. It's just your P you need to watch out for and your no logo, no P. Okay? So, I haven't checked any of these yet, by the way. Just waiting for you guys. And so this one here, I'm going to zoom in for you. So that one there has no P and no logo. So we're looking for a magnetic. So if the magnet sticks this, we're good. And it doesn't. So that one's worth a penny. All right. Next one. What do we got here? We got an RCM logo. So we're not even going to look at that. We could check it because what if we need a magnetic or a non-magnetic for our coins or for our collection? It's non-magnetic. Okay. So moving on. This one here seems to have no logo and no P. So again, we're looking for magnetic. Haha, we got the wrong one there. All right. No, still non-magnetic. So we're batting 0 here. All right. Next one up. It's an RCM logo. We'll check it, and see it's magnetic. But it's still not worth anything. But here's the difference. We got 2 RCM logos. One's, jeepers, magnet's pretty strong. So we got 2 RCM logos, right? And we got one's non-magnetic and one is magnetic. All right, so moving on to the last 4 that we have a chance of maybe hitting something. So, no, it's RCM logo and it's magnetic. All right, moving on. Oh, no logo, no P. So, remember, we're looking for magnetic. No, non-magnetic. And we got RCM logo. Let's check it. And it's magnetic. And the last one is RCM logo, and it's magnetic. So, there you have it. So you want to check your 2006s, and you want to really look for the 2006 magnetic and 2006 P non-magnetic. All right. So something else I found for you. I found a Wheatie. Okay. It's an American wheat cent. So that's a wheat cent. It got two pieces of wheat on both sides of the coin. That's why they're called Wheaties. All right. we found quite a few American. I am not even going to count them, but I can tell you there's probably, I don't know, 30 at least, maybe 40. Found about 50 scrap pennies. And you remember we found our 1941. We brought you in earlier on that one. And it's King George VI, right? And we also found four four 1985s. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you back out a little. So in 1985, what you're looking for is a pointed or a blunt 5, right? And I'll put a description up to figure out which one you have. Okay, like a image. These are all blunts, so they are worth 3 cents each. If they would have been pointed in very fine 20, it would be worth $2.60. And that is not bad, again, for a penny, right? So again, I'll put up an image on how to tell the difference between a blunt and a pointed 5. All right. So now, I also found one more interesting coin, and it was this one. It's a 1965. Okay. And I'm going to have to actually do more research on this one, because I'm still trying to figure out which one I have. I'm going to do more zooming in on it and stuff and figure it out. But it's not crazy value if I do have what I think it is. But I'm pretty sure it's pointed. But I'll have to zoom in more. I'll zoom in for you. So in 1965, they have 4 varieties, right? So you got your small bead, pointed, your small bead, blunt. You got your large bead, pointed, and your large bead, blunt. Now your pointed on each are the one that's worth more. The small and the large. You want pointed. If it's a small bead, it's 25 cents in very fine 20. If it's a large bead, pointed, it's $4.80. Okay? So we just got to figure out what bead this is and if it's pointed or not. So we'll zoom in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to tell. I'm going to put up a image because this is as far as this thing is going to zoom in for me, I think. Weird. Oh well. Maybe I'll try and just bring it up closer on my finger. So, yeah. So 65, you want to find a pointed. Okay? So definitely check your 65s. And remember, anything 79 and previous you want to keep because it's worth like probably 3 or 4 cents each in copper value. And we don't care about the 3 or 4 cents, right? If you're keeping them for that, you're keeping them for a long time and you're hoping that someday they're 10 cents or 20 cents each. Because you can have a lot of pennies, and if they're like 25 cents each or 20 cents each, well, then you're hitting pretty big, right? So Because 1979, they were 98% copper at 3.24 grams. Now, after 1979, 1980s, 82, 86s, and all them, they're all 98% as well. But the problem, in 1980, they went to 2.8 grams. So they're smaller by almost half a gram. So to me, I don't want to keep them mixed up with my current pennies, if that makes sense. And if you get up into like the 86s and stuff, they're actually only 2.5 grams then, almost like 3/4 of a gram smaller. So I just don't want to keep them together. You can keep them in different, keep them separate, just label them. But for the few there are, like from 80 to like 87 or whatever it is, or 89, is it really worth it? You know, I might as well just keep everything just 79 to previous, and anything that I get below 50, I don't keep with my scrap. I keep that because they're worth more. I think anything below 50 is worth way more than, you know, scrap. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and we're going to just end it here with the pennies and the dimes. This one, we found nothing in dimes because this is getting way too long. I know the reason why I'm taking a long time with you guys is because I'm trying to teach you a lot of stuff too, right? We're not just going through rolls. I'm trying to teach you what to look for, okay? And try and help you out with a little knowledge that I have. I don't have all the answers, but what I do have, I like to share with you. So I was going to do the nickels in here, but I'll do it on a different video because this is way too long already, this video. Okay, thanks.